we were talking about, usually I start out and say, do we have questions? And Jim asked us a question. I keep getting this emails. I keep getting these emails. And I want to try to block them, and it doesn't seem to block. So what I want to do, I'm going to share my screen. And you should be seeing, I've got two phones up there. And tell me if you see that. I've got my two phones.
You got both phones up.
And my iPad. Is that up as well, Bill?
Yeah, they're all up. The problem with sharing two screens is the print is smaller.
Having two phones on
Having
there?
two iPads, it shrunk everything down to get one on top. I mean, two iPhones, is one on top of the other.
Let me see what happens when I stop sharing one. That better?
Yes.
Much
much
bigger. Yeah,
better.
they're bigger.
Better.
Okay, I've got a bunch of emails here. And I'll go to this one. And the word unsubscribe is here at the top. So Apple makes it pretty easy. Just click that to unsubscribe. If you click here, and then click and then tap it again, it will show you the address that it's being used. Okay, so that's the address. And if I scroll down on this screen, then it should say block this contact. So I can click on that or tap on that and block that contact. All right. So now I have blocked this particular email address. So when I get that from somebody, it should block it. And I can check that if I go into settings and mail. And down the mail list says blocked. It says blocked down there. If I tap blocked, it lists the addresses that are being blocked. And do I see that one? There it is. It's the one on the bottom there. So that particular address is now being blocked.
I'm laughing at my casket site.
Say that again, please.
I'm laughing at you blocked my casket site there. Support casket site. The one that you blocked there, yeah, it says casket site.
Yeah, no, I blocked this one down here at the bottom.
I know you did, but I thought maybe previously you blocked that.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, that was
these.
funny.
Okay. If I want to unblock that now, I could tap the little arrow where my cursor is, and I could say, come on. Well, I should be able to. Oh, if I drag it to the right, I unblock the block. So I can get this casket one, right? Drag it that way, it says unblock. Okay. Any questions on all that? Oh. Any other questions before I get started here?
Where did you find mail? Where did you, oh, never mind.
Found it in settings, mail, blocked.
Okay.
Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. The first one is shortcuts. And then we're going to also talk about focus if we have time remaining. And just a short thing on focus. Focus is a expansion on the do not disturb feature that the iPhones had before. So let's talk about shortcuts though. What's a shortcut? A shortcut provides a quick way to get things done with your apps with just a tap or by asking Siri. You can say, Siri, play a particular shortcut, and it will do it. Right? Shortcuts can automate a wide variety of things. For example, getting directions to the next event on my calendar. So that's multiple taps if you do it, right? You have an event in your calendar and it has a location in the event description, and then you would have to tap the directions or the location to get the directions. Having a shortcut would allow you to do that all at once. I have one that I'm going to show you. It's called I'm Coming Home. And what it does is I tap it. It starts some nice soft music. It sends a message to my wife saying how long it will be before I get home, and then gives me directions to get there, all with one tap. So that's what they basically mean by a shortcut. And I'll be showing you that one in a little while. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes a little sense to everybody. A shortcut is just a way to get things done without having to do 5 or 6 different taps. Some of them don't make sense because it just replaces tapping once, but there are many of them, okay? Based on how you use your Apple device, your app usage, and your browser, email, and messaging history, Siri suggests simple, useful shortcuts that you can quickly tap and run. Once you create a shortcut, you can activate Siri and then say the shortcut name. Now, there's 2 types of shortcuts, 2 basic kinds, ones that are pre-made for you and ones you create. The ones I'm going to talk about today are the ones that are already made. If you create one, it's almost akin to doing a programming. You say, gee, I want to run this and do this, and then I want to do this. And I'll show you an example of that toward the end. But I'm not suggesting that you want to pick that up right now. I'm suggesting that you try some of the pre-canned ones that are already made for you. So there's the shortcut list, for example, right? In addition to running a simple shortcut suggested by Siri, you can use a shortcut app to add ready-made, or that's the ones I've been talking to you about, or custom shortcuts to your device. The app lets you combine multiple steps across multiple applications to create a powerful task. After you add a shortcut from the gallery, you can create your own. You can run it from multiple places. If it's on your home screen, you can run it from there. You have a shortcut app on your phone that will do it. You can ask Siri to run it for you. Okay. All right.
Bill, can I ask you something about shortcuts?
Sure. Yes,
I don't always remember the shortcuts I put in. Is there a list I can find them again? I know
Yep.
it is about, for example, my address or so. Then I don't know what I used as a shortcut.
well, I'm going to show you all that next. Okay.
Okay, good, good.
Now I'm going to switch phones here. Just a minute. There is an app, and it looks like this, and it's called Shortcuts. And if you don't have it, go to the App Store, or better yet, go see if you do have it by sweeping to the left and typing in Shortcuts on the app library. And it should show up there. If it doesn't, you have to go and get it from the App Store. Now I'm just going to tap on Shortcuts. And at the bottom of the screen, don't pay attention to what's in the middle right now. At the bottom, it says Shortcuts, Automation, and Gallery. Gallery is the list of pre-made shortcuts that's available to you in the Apple Cloud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap that one, and it lists them in they group them in kind of interesting order here. Am I trying to get in here? Just a minute, please. If you look through them, they have categories here, and then you can shift to the left and see see the various shortcuts that are listed there.
Bill, if you click on one of those plus signs by mistake, how do you
Just-
unclick it? Because when I clicked it again to remove it, it still stays as a check mark.
I'll talk about that in a minute. So if I pick this one, you see where it says, where was the picture taken? Where was this taken?
Yes.
Now it's on the cloud right now. By the way, this app, when you open it, it says select a picture and it will show you on a map where the picture was taken, if it has the location with it. Okay, so let's try to get that one, right? So I went down here, went down the photography, and if it was in the first couple there, you can scroll across and find it. So I'm going to hit the plus sign and it changes to a check mark. Okay? The check mark means it's been added to your shortcuts. which means if I click over here on the bottom on shortcuts, it should list that one. And there it is. Now there's a bunch other that they put on here already that you have on your device, but that one was added. Okay, see, now the app is on your device. And if you want to use it, from here, you open shortcuts and then you tap it. It comes up and shows you a bunch of pictures. I'm going to tap the picture. It comes up and says where the picture was taken.
Creating a better future. Their companies across the U.S. are investing in American manufacturing and creating jobs. For more about SK's.
Okay.
Hi, from NPR News in Washington, I'm Giles Snyder. In Israel, a senior far-right cabinet.
Okay. Everybody get that? Yes, no, maybe? You want to try it again? Should I go over it again? Or did everybody get that
Step through it
already?
again.
No.
I checked the box and didn't find it when I went back to my shortcuts.
Okay.
I-
I'm doing this.
Yeah, I couldn't, yeah, same thing
Okay.
here.
Okay, I'm in the gallery. And it has a check mark right here.
Right.
How did he get gallery?
I'm in the gallery here at the bottom.
I've got the check mark, but then when I tap on it, it just goes away.
No,
Right.
it won't work here. You can't tap on it here. You have to go to shortcuts at the bottom.
Oh,
This is on the host. This is in the cloud. You're saying, hey, I want to get this one. So it says, fine, I'll bring it down and put it on your device. So then you tap shortcuts on the lower left, and it should list it there. Now, if it isn't right, it should be right at the top. But if it isn't, you can scroll down through them there and see the various ones. Okay?
okay.
Did it show up?
Yes.
Bill, did you find
Yeah,
it?
it did. I was looking alphabetically and it was right at the top.
Alphabetic. I
I
change
found
this to,
camera, but where did you get the pictures in the cloud?
say it again, please.
Well, I found camera in my shortcut list, but I couldn't find pictures in the cloud. It shows selfie, videos, portraits.
Okay, you chose a different shortcut.
I don't know, I trying to find photos. So I,
You went down here to photos.
I don't think I found photo.
Okay, I didn't do that.
Oh, okay,
It was I went to the gallery. I found photography in the gallery. Just
okay.
wait till pictures with me there. And that's that. These are all the apps that are up there, pre-made. And I tapped, made a check mark on where was this taken.
Mine, in my shortcuts, I have a list. And-
I'm not going to your shortcuts right now. I
Oh.
wanted to get to gallery and get this one.
Okay,
Did you do that?
I got to gallery and I
Scroll
don't,
down to photography.
I don't
Where it
have,
says,
oh, I
where it
got,
says,
I got
where it says-
clipboard, GIFs and Evernote. That's all I got. Let's see, I press see all. And there should be photography.
no.
No,
Yeah, you're clear at the top.
at the top.
Okay.
Okay. Shortcuts, gallery, and then what? I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah, shortcuts gallery, and then you should
Press
be
down.
something like I have here at the top of the screen.
You're in.
It says get stuff done. It says quick shortcuts.
Yeah, I got that. I got that. Thank you.
Pull down there to where it says photography. You can click where was it taken? Did you find photography?
No. It's got a lot of stuff, but I don't see that. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Now you
Where was
just
it
tap
taken?
and it'll get a
Okay.
check mark there, meaning that it's been added to your shortcuts on your device.
Mine?
Okay,
where was it taken? It says add shortcut in the block on the bottom. Should I do that?
What block on the bottom?
Yeah.
Are you
got
on
where-
iPad or
I got
iPhone?
where was it taken? Where was this taken?
You
And there's
just tap,
Yeah, okay.
should be a check mark on it.
No, don't have that. It's got those three dots and at the
Have to ask-
bottom,
I have to ask this question. Are you on the screen that I'm on?
I was, but now when I pressed, let me cancel. Okay, okay, I'm on it, but it doesn't have a check. It has a plus.
Yeah, just tap it. Now it has a check.
It says you already have a shortcut. Where was this taken? Would you like to replace your shortcut?
Just say
Replace-
yes.
It says keep both, replace, keep both. Okay. I'm back.
And
Oh,
now-
now it's got a check. Now it's got a check. Thank you.
And now at the bottom, you're going to switch from looking at the cloud gallery, which says gallery at the bottom,
Yeah,
shortcuts at the bottom.
okay, thank you.
And then at the top of the list, it should be one you just added.
Oh, mine isn't a picture list like yours. It's a typed list. It says folders, starter, shortcuts. It shows there's 4, and then it's got a typed list, books, clock, and all that. I'm sorry.
Does it say all? Oh. Say that?
Mine's like that too.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Tap all shortcuts at the top.
Okay, thank you. I did.
I'm sorry. That was my fault. All right. And so now you can use that shortcut, find out where a particular picture was taken. All what you need to do is you tap it and it brings up your photos. And then you go, brings up your photos. Then you go to a particular photo and I'll go clear down here, something I took a while ago. That one. And it comes up and says that was taken at your house, Bill. Okay. And shows you the latitude and longitude. Okay. That's a demonstration of a shortcut. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go to shortcuts, go to gallery, and find one called Word of the Day. I don't even know where that one is, but you're going to have to find it. And I'll bet at the top of the screen, it says there's a search bar, and I'll bet you can search the cloud gallery for Word of the Day, and it found it for me.
Wahoo.
So go ahead and try that, everybody. See if you can get Word of the Day.
I tried that. I didn't get anything. No, I tried to search. No word of the day.
Same
Did you,
here.
are you on gallery or shortcuts?
Yes, I'm on shortcuts.
You gotta
Select
go to
shortcuts.
gallery. Remember, we're going to the host to get it. So you tap gallery here at the bottom, and that's when you search the big library.
But where's the gallery? I can't find the gallery. I'm on shortcuts.
At the bottom of the screen, it
Gallery,
doesn't say
on the
gallery.
right, okay, got it. That's on,
Okay.
I
Many
typed
applications
Word
have that.
got it now, okay, got it.
I
All right.
typed word of and it came up. Thank you.
Okay, got it.
Many applications that you go to have this thing on the bottom, and it's kind of like a master table of contents, right? We're not going to get into automation because that's where we do our own thing. But I'm just trying to get into those two things at the bottom. Gallery is the cloud. Shortcuts is the ones you have on your device. And now if you go to, you can't use it while you're in the gallery. You just can get it and get the check mark on it. So I go to shortcuts and then I tap word of the day and it gives me a word here. What's the word of the day here? Supersede is the word of the day.
Bill, when I typed in word of the day, it didn't come up. When I typed in just word, it did come up. Interesting.
Okay. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Let me see what happens if I go to gallery and see if that happens. If you type it all in, it doesn't come up. That's cool. Yeah, that's not good. Word of works, but not word of the day.
Bill, I have a question. When you started to show us this and I clicked on that one that I was trying to unclick. Okay, it's a NPR news feed. And when I tried to unclick that by mistake, it just started the feed and then I couldn't stop it. So I muted myself and I was able to stop it, but I would like to learn how. I mean, I still don't know how I stopped it. You know, it was point and hope. And now I'd like to know how I could control that if I click on one of those.
Okay, let me bring up word of the day.
But this one was talking to me.
Say
That
again,
was
please.
This one
Oh,
was
yeah.
talking to me. That was the problem.
I have one that plays music
Okay.
and it does the same thing.
Great.
And the only thing I can do is go and stop the music. Okay, or stop the app. In other words, if I bring up word of the day, oops, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, if I bring up, that wasn't word of the day here. If I bring up word of the day, how do I get rid of it? Well, I guess I can tap done up there, and that works on this one. But I can also pull up from the bottom to get rid of it.
I like that, Bill, because you educate yourself on words by getting one every day. Thank you.
That's right. It's a good one. I'd like everybody to go to the shortcuts menu and tap shortcuts at the bottom left. So you're looking at the shortcuts on your device. And at the top of the screen, it says shortcuts with a left pointing arrow. I just pulled it up on my iPad as well there. Slightly different configuration. It says gallery at the top on your iPads. I don't know how many of you have an iPad. And it says all shortcuts here. That's basically the same thing you get if you tap and move to the left, right? It says all shortcuts. Those are the ones you have on your device. And then they have starter shortcuts as a folder. And some application shortcuts, and they break them apart by app.
How did I end up with 104 shortcuts when I've never even put one on here?
See, there's 70 on my wife's phone and she didn't put any on here, except for the
104?
I just did this morning. So they come pre-canned. You have a whole bunch there already, is what that tells you. And if you don't want one, how do I get rid of it? Let's see, if I go to all my shortcuts there, I got 85 on my phone, my iPad. And you want to get rid of one. Let's say I want to get rid of, say cheese. I think I would tap the little dots. No, that didn't. Well, that shows you the shortcut. If you press and hold it, there's ability to delete it.
I have 5 shortcuts for an Apple Watch, but I don't have an Apple Watch.
I understand. You can get rid of them.
No, it's just weird. How did that happen? Wow.
All these little shortcuts for you. They don't take a lot of space.
No, but I
Just
don't have
gonna-
an Apple Watch. Why do I have shortcuts for something I don't have?
You can get rid of them.
I am getting one for my birthday, by the way.
So don't get rid of them. Wondered what are they like? What are the ones for the Apple Watch? I can get word of the day on the watch, right?
What is Shazam?
Shazam is you play it, you turn it on while you're playing music, and it will identify the music,
Oh,
the author, and it will give you an option. You want to buy that? All right. So we've got a general idea of how this works. For example, I got one on my device called Split My Screen. I put it on the iPad. Remember we talked about splitting the screen between 2 apps? This particular one splits it, I think, between notes and photos, or messages and photos. It's on my iPad there. So if I just tap that, it will come up split screen. There's my notes and there's my picture. I'm at messages and there's my pictures. Okay. And if I start a message and want to get a picture, I can go over to the left part of the screen there and drag a picture over and put it in the message. Let's see. So I would like you to get the following. Let me switch gears here a bit. Here's the one I was describing to you. This is called, I named it Go Home, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, and I put it on my desktop. So I'm going to tap it. And start. It opens the Maps program, sends my wife an email before I get home. And I tap go, and it gives me directions to get. Now, I couldn't stop the music, so I got to stop the music. So that's the problem some of you are having. If it's playing sound, you got to figure out how to stop it. Now, the key thing I wanted to show you that to show you how that's a pretty complex one, right? Did all those steps with just me tapping it. But what I wanted to show you is how did I get it on my desktop? How did I get it on my home screen? All right. So if we go to shortcuts, let's get the word of the day here on this particular device. I don't think I have word of the day, or do I? I don't. So I'm going to go get word of the day. Right. And where was that one and what category? Well, I'll go to the top, type in word, of course. WORD. There's word of the day. I'll just make a check mark. Now it's on my shortcut list right there at the top. Now I would like to be able to not have to go to the shortcuts app to look at. I'd like it to have it like I have here, new note, going home. Where was this taken? Right? I have put those apps on my device. So how can I put another one here called word of the day? So instead of going to shortcuts, I remember how to do this. If I'm on my shortcuts menu, and that's the shortcuts down here, and I press and hold that particular app, or that particular shortcut. So I'm going to press and hold where it says word of the day, and it comes up with a list. So I'd like you to try that, and it comes up with a list. It says I can edit, rename it, details, share. That's what I want to do. I think I want to share this. So I tap the little share box, and it says add to home screen. Now I could send this particular shortcut to somebody else, but I want to add it to my home screen. And it comes up and says, what color would you like it to be? Well, let's make it green. And then I scroll down and I can make an icon out of it. What was the name of that word of the day? So somewhere down here, make a little icon on it. Maybe a pen. How about a pen? There's a little pen or pencil right here. I'm just going to make it a pencil, right? And then I tap add. And now I have the word of the day as an app icon on my home screen. Now I'm going to go back through that. And I'm going to go back to shortcuts. There's word of the day. I press on it. It comes up and I tap share. And I tap add to home screen. And then I can personalize it. I'll make it green this time. And we scroll up on this screen and we pick something we're going to make an icon of. Let's see. I'm making a hammer this time? No. How about a light bulb? We'll make a light bulb. And then we tap add. And there it is on my home screen, and it's called Word of the Day. Now, I think I could have even changed the text. See how the cursor's blinking up here? I could change the text to the word. We'll keep it blue and we'll make it, I like that light bulb. That was cool. And we add it. And now it's called the word. Everybody's kind of quiet. And I can't see you, so I don't know if you're kind of deer in the headlights look or you got some of this.
I was following you, but how did you get it into the edit mode to change to the word?
I didn't. Let me delete that bookmark. And I tapped on Word of the Day. And I tapped, we could do rename right there, but I want to share it and add to home screen. And right here, the cursor's already right there. It's blinking where the text would be. And you can delete it and add to it. So I didn't do
I got it.
anything other than now I can start typing. The keyboard's there and I can do the whole thing. I guess I could have renamed it and done it that way. I'm going to see what the other ones I have here. I put one on here so I could actually see what my Apple Watch looks like on my iPhone. So if you have an Apple Watch, I'm going to tap it and it brings up, what this one does is it goes into settings. And that's what my Apple Watch looks like right now. What's this one do? Search with, this one's called Search with Google. So it opens Safari and goes to google.com automatically. Now, you may have the Google app that does that, but this uses just pure Apple stuff. And it brings up Google. I'm in Safari and I can start typing in what I'm after. I don't know what this one does. I'm going to tap it. Chat GPT. I want everybody to get this one. I really would like you to do it. your introduction to AI. There's an app called Start GPT, and you can type in some text here. You can ask your artificial intelligence about something, right? So let's get that, everybody. If you go to shortcuts, type gallery, type in CHAT. It didn't come up. Oh, how can we find it? I need to do a little work on their search engine, but see if I can find it on here. And I'm sure Bill's just after this one trying to figure out where it is too. I hope he is.
Yes, I am. I saw it when I went through the list the first time, but I don't see it anymore.
I know. Where is it? Around the house, learning something new. Fine. I have one here called washing hands music.
Call from non-available. Call from non-available.
Bill, I typed in chat GBT app and it tells me I can get that free little designation. So should I do that?
What did you do? GPT?
I put chat GPT app and now it shows that little round circle with two little blue marks like a map. So should I press that and get it?
Yeah,
That's on my
you
phone.
found it on this list.
On my phone, I did that. Under Google, I put chat GBT app.
Chat GPT app.
Yes, I did on my phone. And
So
then
that's it's a little different than the shortcut, but that works. Well, I'm wondering if it's in the shortcuts list.
I'm not going to do it. It says purchase.
Bill, it's on the iPad and not the iPhone.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
I found it. Ask
I can
Chat GPT.
mine.
So type in the word in the gallery, type in the word ask.
Yes, it is. Good night. Thank you.
No, not there. Question is how I got it on mine. And it might
Mine
be in
came
your,
up when I said ask.
yeah. Try ask in your gallery in the shortcuts. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Is it there, Bill?
I typed in ask and I got the thing, but when I goes to try to do the check mark, I was having problems.
Hold on.
Says I need the GPT app to make it work. But it's on my iPad.
Gotcha. Oh, so you need to have the GPT app on your device. Got it. Okay. We won't try that right now. What other ones do I have on my? There's one called New Note. That's pretty lame. It just you tap it and it comes up with a new note. You can just start typing your note instead of going to um,
Speaking of notes, I did that like reminding me every Tuesday and Thursday a certain time. And I thought
Yeah.
it was going to ring my alarm, but it didn't. That's what I was hoping to learn someday, how to set the alarm to go off every Tuesday at a set time.
Okay, we can go through that.
Thank you.
Just give we'll talk
When you
about
get
that.
time, yeah.
On my iPad there, I have a couple. One was the split screen, the other one is start a new chat, right? And again, that's the Chat GPT. Watch this. Give me a 10 question choice quiz about using the shortcut. A Did it go away for good? I guess it's not going to work.
You didn't have an S on applications. Or shortcuts, you didn't have the S after
Identifies
shortcuts.
music and author.
Yeah, I had that app, right? Yeah, I guess I have to have the app on my device for that to work. Hmm. Hmm.
Bill?
I hadn't tried that one before, so it doesn't quite work the way I was hoping it would. Have you got the idea of how shortcuts work and can save you time? And again, this is one of those things you get in the doctor's office, you're waiting for an appointment, and you go ahead and let's see what kind of shortcuts I can get. And you have a whole lot of them on your device. that you can try to use. Some of them you may like, some of them you may not. Right?
Bill. Hey, Bill. Shit.
So you
Jim
bring them
was
up and
calling.
try them. And understanding now the concept of how they work, it's usually they're using more than one app. They go from one app to the next app to the next app in order to accomplish the particular task. Sometimes it's just, show me the deleted pictures. Could be a shortcut. And so you tap on it, it opens up photos and then opens up the photos you recently deleted.
Bill, could you put a shortcut to a website that does not have an app into shortcuts? It would be a web address.
It's like a bookmark, you mean?
Right.
There must be one there somewhere.
Well, I tried to type it in and, there are no shortcuts for this particular site. And
Gotcha.
there's no website. I mean, there's no app for this particular site.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill,
Uh-huh.
is there a way to tell which of these icons are shortcuts and which ones are apps?
If you press and hold one of the shortcuts, it says delete bookmark. If you press and hold any other app, it doesn't say bookmark.
But by looking, you don't tell any difference.
Correct.
Seems like it just confuses everything to me, makes it more complicated.
Yeah. Well, then you just use the shortcut feature and then you can go to the apps you've got and use it that way. So you don't need to put those shortcuts on your home screen. You could also just set up a home screen.
930 am, 990 am, station currently unavailable.
Thank you. I opened that shortcut. Yeah, you could make I wonder if you can do that. If I just take these shortcuts and stack them on top of each other, I think I can do that. So now I put all the shortcuts together and they call it bookmarks. And then I can open that and there's all my shortcuts. So it kind of unclutters the home screen a little bit and just gets you your shortcuts. So I picked the couple I liked. I liked the split screen one, for example, for my iPad. For the iPhone, I picked uh, going home. And the one for the camera, where was it taken? And I wonder if there is one for, let's go to the gallery and see if we can find one. For using the web. Don't see one.
Bill, I'm scrolling through gallery. Under gallery, when I scroll down, there's a title that says on the interweb,
Right.
connect your services, websites and more. Would that be what I'm looking for?
It could be. It says download a file. That's probably not. Shorten URL. Expand URL. Maybe one of those. Search with Google. That's the one I put on mine. So let's add it and see what it does. Oh boy. No. What I'd like to do, I don't see one readily available. We could create one, but I don't want to get you into that. But I would like to show you how a shortcut is created. And I'm going to do that by showing you what the text is for a particular shortcut. The one for go home there, go home one, I'm going to tap the little dots. That's the little dots here. You can find an app that you have and tap the dots. And it'll show you the actual instructions you had to give it. It says open driving directions. And then current location. So all the things that are highlighted is what are filled in by you. And then you can add additional steps. There's send a message and street address. So this can be quite complicated. And I picked the most complicated one I have on my device. Let's pick one a little easier. Photo one. Oops, I got to tap the little dots. It says view photo album. But then you could, in addition to photo album, you could add a step, right? But I don't want to get into how you do that because it gets complicated pretty quickly. Okay? So if you just stick to, for most of us, if we just stick to the pre-canned ones, works pretty well.
Bill, I like that go home and I don't have it, so can I add that somehow or is that too hard?
No. I think it's in the gallery.
Go to gallery.
Then you have to fill in some things, but hold on, let's see if we can find it in the gallery. It could be one. I liked it too. I said, boy, that's a cool app. I did not create that one initially. I'm, yeah, I don't see it anywhere.
So how do we add it?
Yeah.
Well, you can save it for another time if you wish.
Okay, well, we have to do it another time. You see all the steps that are involved?
Oh,
I, and so that one gets very complex pretty quickly.
for some reason on the car, when I press that maps thing, it kind of does it too. You've got that on here.
Oh, you can say, I can, on your phone without shortcuts,
Mhm.
you can just say, if you have your name in there with Siri
Mhm.
and you have your address there, you can just say, take me home.
Thank you.
So if I'm on my phone now, take me home.
You need to unlock your iPhone first.
Yes, dear.
Getting directions to home.
Okay.
I got a
then
year
just
older. I may lose my way.
234 Buckingham Street.
say again, please.
I got a year older. I may lose my way one of these days.
No, in some of the, I travel around quite a bit, and you end up in some of the HOAs,
Starting
and
route
it's
to
quite complex in there. If you don't have
Yeah.
your maps up, you can't tell where you are,
Right.
right? And so I just say, take me home.
And
To
at night
Siri,
it gets even worse.
it
Trying to
gets me out
figure
of
out.
just something I recognize. Okay, so the key there is have your name, have Siri. So if I go to, if I go to settings, all I need to do is identify myself to Siri. And it says my information. If I go to settings and Siri and search, so I went to settings and then Siri and search, and down here it says my info. And if your name is there, you're halfway there. You're halfway to being able to do a lot, right? And if it's not there, are you in your contacts? In other words, is your name in there as one of the contacts? In order to do that, you go to contacts. And you can add your name by hitting the plus sign. And I'll go down and show you my information. Okay. Put in your phone number.
Hello.
Put in your address.
Hello.
And you can do a lot more with that as well. Here, I'll go to here. Okay. Put in your email address, put in your physical address, your birthday, and you can add a bunch of relatives as well. For example, I said my spouse is Patty Crow. It works really well. Okay.
Thank you.
last time I was asked a question about syncing, not the sinking of a ship, but the sinking of your email. And the question was, how come it doesn't sync between my devices? Right? Basically. And I'm going to go to my iPad and my iPhone here. And I better do a little background before I get too deeply in that one.
I'm glad you're bringing that up, Bill, because I have to delete things out of 3 things all the time and I hate it.
Shouldn't
Same
have
old-
to.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll bet you have AOL. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. Yes, for 20 some years.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. Okay. There are 2 basic kinds of email. If you look at the big picture. And when I say kinds, I mean the way in which they handle your email. The original one was you logged in to your device and you got your email. You deleted it and you deleted it. But then we came out with multiple devices. And when you deleted it on one, it didn't delete it on the other. And when you delete it on the other one, it might not delete it on the first one. And to understand that a little bit, you have to understand how email really works. When you send an email, it does not go to your device initially. Where it goes is to the internet, your email provider's cloud. So I have Verizon. I think they're owned by Yahoo now. And it goes to the Yahoo cloud. And there's a complete list of all my email in the cloud. If you have AOL, there's a complete list in the AOL cloud. What that means is you can come to my home, get on my computer, go to AOL.com, put in your ID and password. I'm going to go to Google.com. I'm logged in now. Let me go to AOL.com. And then I'm going to go to my mail, right? How do you get your mail in AOL? I don't know. There it is. And I can't go to my mail, but it wants me to log in. Now, right now, I'm looking at the AOL cloud. And I can come down here and log in with my ID and password. And you'll see, if you were in my house and put in yours, you would see in this area your email the same way it appears on your device. What that means is there's a master copy of your email in the cloud. And that's true across all devices, across all email addresses. Whether you're using the old AOL capabilities or the new AOL capabilities. You with me so far, everybody? I hope. And I'm going to stop sharing just for a minute so I can see your faces, so I can see who's sleeping. Okay. When you have the old AOL, or when you have this old technique, when you turn on your device, it goes up to the cloud, gets the information, and brings it down. And when you delete it, it deletes it from your device, perhaps. Now, there's an option there to delete it from your device and the cloud. So if you deleted it from your device in the cloud, the other device, when it logs on, wouldn't be able to get it. So far, so good. But if you delete it just from your device, it's still in the cloud, and the other device is going to pick it up. So that's the problem you're having when you have the old system. It's called POP03. And don't ask me what POP03 stands for. I don't know. The other technique is what is in vogue now. And what happens is all your devices synchronize. Now, if you go to settings, if everybody goes to settings and taps on mail, taps on mail, and then accounts. And if you tapped AOL, what does it say right here?
You're not sharing.
I'm not sharing. Thank you, Bill. Doesn't say anything right there, right? What's the? I went to settings, accounts, and then I tapped, I have an AOL account. And right up here, mine says IMAP. Does yours say POP03 or nothing?
I couldn't find my mail, so I typed mail at the top and I got mail addresses, auto reply and all that.
You need to go to settings,
Gotta go back again.
go to settings.
Okay. How do I get rid of this old screen? Okay, okay, I'm in settings. Now what?
And you go down to where it says mail,
Okay, I found it. Thank you. Okay,
and then tap accounts.
it says 4 accounts. I got
Okay.
iCloud, my name on Gmail, and probably my sister's.
You have an AOL one there?
Yeah, okay, should I tap on that?
Yes, you should. Tap on the AOL mail.
Okay, I did.
What's it say at the top? And
At the
wherever I'm
top,
pointing,
label AOL mail, it's green.
I know, but above label AOL, does it say IMAP or POP, or does it
No.
say anything?
No, nothing.
Okay.
So mine
On that-
says AOL, where yours says IMAP.
Yeah, mine
It's
says
down-
AOL. Mine says
Oh.
AOL.
Okay.
At the
Yes.
bottom of your screen, there's a thing that says account settings.
Yeah,
Click on account settings and then that'll bring up what Bill's talking about.
okay,
Does it say IMAP under host name?
no,
Okay.
SMTP.
If it does not, or doesn't say IMAP account information, that means you have an older account.
yeah, it's 20 years old with AOL.
I
I
know.
did what the gentleman said, and outgoing mail server, it says that, SMTP.
SMTP, yeah, all of us say that.
Okay, thank you.
But yours for host says what? Host name?
At the top, AOL account information, my name and my email.
And then down to where it says incoming mail server.
Doesn't say, I'm not on there. I'll go back. I don't have anything else.
You have to go to the advanced to get the incoming. I have the same screen that you're talking of. The
Okay.
person who was speaking.
How do I get that now?
No. All right. I have
Sorry.
enough information to give you a solution to your problem.
Thank you.
You see where it says AOL? You tap that. Do you know your AOL password?
Yeah,
You do?
I do. I got a bunch of stuff.
If you delete the account and
Okay,
then re-add it, I believe it will come up the way mine reads now. The
Okay.
same with your iPad. Do the same thing. Delete it. Just do one at a time though. And if it asks you, do you want IMAP or POP03, select IMAP. I'm not sure it will, but
Okay, yeah, I know my password.
okay. So when we get done, go to your phone and don't worry. All your mails, again, all your mail is in the cloud. So when you delete the account, you're deleting it from your device, not everywhere. And it's troubling to do this, I understand. Every once in a while, I have second thoughts. But if I delete the account right here, and then I go back to accounts, and I go to mail and accounts, and then add an account. And it says AOL there. Right? So you've deleted it. Then you go back and you add it back in again.
Okay,
And you do it on both devices and they should synchronize.
thank you so much. I'll do it. If I have trouble, I'll cry and then I'll write to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You
Or
can give
maybe
me
I'll
a
have a drink. I'll have a drink and then I'll call. No,
call me.
thank you very much.
Uh-huh. I'm glad that subject came up.
Thank you.
No, for what it's worth,
Go ahead, Bill.
POP is the post office protocol. That's the old one. And IMAP is the new one, is Internet Message Access Protocol.
Thank you, Bill. What was the first one?
Post office protocol.
Post office protocol. Okay.
So how will that change because I actually feed my AOL through Apple Mail.
Yep, I do too.
Okay. So I don't have to do anything with that.
I wouldn't think so. But you may have to delete it from Apple Mail. When this is deleting it from Apple Mail.
Okay.
And I get all this crap.
Yeah, this is deleting it from Apple Mail.
Do I need to know how trees grow? Or
If
how
you're synchronizing all right, you don't have to delete
Yeah.
it and reload it. It's only for the
Yeah,
people that don't have it
yeah.
synchronized.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
her, she's from Ukraine. And then I've been getting.
How about another tip of the day, everybody? Easily block or allow pop-ups in Safari. You're getting a lot of pop-ups coming up.
What's yours? Maybe easily blocked pop-up.
Here's where I'm going to take you. Anybody want to make a guess? We're all
Settings.
going to settings, of course. We're going to go to Safari.
You do that. Right, Safari.
And scroll down to where it says block
I'm
block
not-
pop-ups.
Do it as you were saying. Oh, pop-up. Now these aren't popping up. Safari. These are on mine.
Then you can turn them on or turn them off. Pop-ups.
Okay, once
Okay.
you Once you go to Safari, where do you find the pop-ups?
You go to Safari and you scroll down in the Safari menu of settings where it says pop-ups.
So if you have things popping up that you don't like, then what do you do?
Say again, please, if you have,
If you have things popping up all the time that you don't want, you show
That's-
block pop-ups, but you're getting something anyway about whatever.
that's probably a different issue.
Okay, thank you. I'm thinking like politics, or sometimes it has a sub-subject. Sometimes there's a sub-subject and you want to read it and you press into it and you only get a little bit of it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm in Safari. The top says General tabs, autofill, password search.
See what mine says at the top?
Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing your screen.
I'm in settings, not in Safari. I didn't open the
Oh.
app Safari. I opened settings and then went to Safari.
Okay, thank you. Hmm.
Nice little quick one. A nice little quick tip is searching your contacts.
What will you, okay, settings, Safari, and then what did you do?
Just scroll down in Safari settings to where it says block contacts. Or does it say block pop-ups, I mean.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Okay. There's a nice one on contacts. If you go to your contacts,
I think you have the wrong number. I didn't call anybody. Okay.
doo-doo-doo-doo. And here's all my contacts. There's a couple of quick ways to go through your contacts. Let me find them on my iPad here. There they are. First of all, there's a nice feature at the top of the contacts. It says delete duplicates, merging duplicate cards, where a contact combines the two cards, keeping them right? If I say view duplicates, it says I have a couple for Jill Slattery there. If I tap that one, I can merge them. And it merges those two contacts together.
Okay,
Now I
sorry,
want, go
sorry,
ahead.
I'm still lost. Where am I at? Where am I supposed to be at?
Well, I got out of Safari, I got out of settings, and I went to my contacts app.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, well, sort of.
I'm looking at an application, not settings any longer. So if you look on the screen, I'm going to go to the contacts application.
And how do you get back to the point where they're all of, okay, fine, I think I'm in the right place. Thank you, finally.
And then I look at all my contacts. There's a couple of little tricks there. You can go down the left-hand column there, and there are the letters on my iPad there. If I wanted to go to the P's, I just tap the P's. It's a little harder on your iPhone, but you can usually get pretty close. There I got the O's. But you can also search for a name. If I'm looking for Mike, comes up with all the Mikes.
Did you show us how to, if you have two different lists of contacts, how to combine them?
I can talk about that. That's not a bad question at all.
Plus, I'm seeing all of these contacts in duplicates, and it tells me I have 4 duplicates found, and I must have dozens somewhere, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, you only look at the duplicates that it identifies in the list that you have.
But if I combine the two lists, I may have many, many more duplicates.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay, all right.
On your iPhone, then go back here, cancel. You'll notice that it says lists on the left on your iPad. And I got to that list by clicking the little box right here. Right, I tap that and it shows me I have several different sources. I have the iCloud, I have my Gmail addresses or contacts, and my wife's contacts. Okay, I have 730, she has 258. And the iCloud has none. And I have them all checked. So I'm looking at all of them.
Where is the check? Oh, how do you get the check on the all contacts?
You just tap all contacts and it puts them all together.
Okay, I have 3 different listings. 2 of them have checks and the all contacts does not have a check at the top.
That's
If you
okay.
got- Oh, okay.
If you just wanted to look at one of them, you would tap that particular one. If you tap all contacts at the top, it combines them all together, or merges them, and shows you the complete list.
I have 3
When
different categories. When I tap the all contacts, does it put the 3 different categories together or does it just give me the all contacts?
all contacts.
Okay. All contacts 560, Gmail 514, iCloud 168. Are all of those together in one or separately?
When you tap all contacts at the top, it puts them all together.
It hasn't.
Now, how did I get those? How come I have my wife's, mine, and the iCloud there? Why do I have those 3? Well, it's something to do with the way I set up those particular email addresses. In other words, yes, I am able to look at my wife's email, my email, and the iCloud email. I have more than that. Remember I have 9 accounts. Right? Let me go to my phone here and show you what I mean. If I go to settings and then mail and accounts, there's all the email accounts that I have. Each email provider can provide you with various things. And it lists here what they provide. Not only does, for example, Gmail, let me go down here to Gmail is providing for William T. Crow 11 at gmail.com. It's providing me my mail and my notes.
I'm not seeing a screen that shows this.
Just pay attention to what I'm showing for right now.
I don't see anything that you're showing. I just see the people. Okay, maybe
Is
it's.
everybody in my shared screen? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing the shared screen.
Okay.
Okay, I've had this problem before, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
She
but-
maybe didn't go into accounts when she got there.
Well,
Anyway,
Are you
go
looking-
ahead. I'm sorry.
your Mac, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure why it shifted there.
Okay.
For example,
You-
if I tap on William T. Crow 11, that email, when I logged in there, it gave me the capability to have another address book called Contacts, another calendar if I wanted it, and notes. Now I choose not to use those. And to give you an example of really what it does, I'm going to turn it there and I'm going to turn on Contacts. And then I'm going to go back to my contacts and you'll see it's added the additional address book at the bottom there, which had 9 addresses in it. I didn't even know they were there. And if I had tap on all contacts, those are included in all contacts. I hope that made a little sense to some of you.
Bill, mine in the Gmail was green, and I don't particularly like all that all over the place, so I probably should turn them off, all contacts.
It depends if the contacts are the ones you want.
Oh,
Okay. In
Thank
order to find out if they're the ones you want, if you go to your contacts and
yeah.
you just assume I just want to see the ones that are in, but what 9 are in the cloud? I don't remember putting any in the iCloud. Well, there they are.
Bill, I'm
I
gonna
do-
have to leave early.
Okay, William. Thanks for your help today. I don't have any in my Yahoo. Right?
Bill, I just clicked on stud classes and forums and your screen came back. So that's somehow or another, that's what I did wrong.
Okay. All right, everybody. So that's the story on contacts.
Yeah. Mine contacts don't show any duplicates. It doesn't talk about duplicates found, and I do have duplicates.
You don't have any. That's good.
No, I do. But it's not showing up. I don't have that section that you have that says duplicates found. But I do have duplicates in my contacts.
Oh, oh. So when you tap duplicates, it doesn't show up like that? I mean, when you tap all contacts, it doesn't show up as duplicates there?
No, only in my contacts itself, it shows two
I
of the same.
understand.
But I don't have a square like you do that says 2 duplicates found.
Yeah.
Oh, I have several duplicates in my
Uh,
contact.
What version of the operating system are you on? If you go to settings and general and about, right? Which version of the operating system are you up to? It's something that was added. I'm not sure when. But if the two names are exactly alike, it should identify, they could be one letter off and they won't identify it as a different, they will identify it as a different one. For example, if you have Mr. Adams and Mr. John Adams, it wouldn't identify that as a duplicate.
Yes, I know, but I have some that are exactly the same. But on my iPhone, I can't even get, on my iPhone, I don't have the 3 columns. I only have the list of contacts.
Right. I don't either. I don't either. On my phone, I don't either.
Oh, then how do you find the duplicates on your iPhone?
Right? It should show up at the top on your iPhone.
Well, I mean, I can't get into this. I mean, I just have contacts. It just says, it just has, when I
I'm not
tap
quite,
on the
I'm
icon
not
that
quite
says
understanding you.
it just has a list of all my contacts.
It doesn't say find duplicates at the top of the iPhone contacts list.
No, it doesn't even say lists on top of
Do you
this.
have multiple lists?
Yes, I do.
Are you using Apple contacts? Or is it
Yes,
Google contacts?
no Apple contacts. In fact, that's iCloud is my default contacts.
Okay.
But I don't even have lists. You see on top of your, before yeah, on that screen, you see on top of, mine
No.
doesn't, on top of my search screen, there's nothing on top of where it says search, where you have contacts, and on top of that, you have lists with a back arrow. I don't have that. And I don't have the 2
You
duplicates
only
found,
have one list, that's why.
but I don't have lists.
I said you only have one source of your contacts.
No, I have 3 lists. In fact, I have more than 3 lists of contacts.
Okay, on your phone, it does not have a back arrow back to lists.
No. Do I have, maybe I have it shut off in settings? I didn't think so. So I should go into contacts in my settings, right?
If you go to settings,
Yeah. Contacts,
and then tap contacts.
yes, I went to settings, contacts, went to accounts,
You go to settings, contacts,
yeah,
and mine says 6 accounts.
yeah, mine says, it doesn't give me a number, but I have 1, 2, 3, I have contacts. Oh, I see why, because I only have the contacts set up in iCloud. That's why. But
Oh.
but within iCloud, I do have duplicates, even in that one account.
Oh,
And
if we look closely, they'd be two different.
the
They'd
name
be
is
slightly
exactly the same.
different somehow.
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bill. Even if I have one account, though, if I have duplicates, shouldn't it show up?
Yeah, try multiple accounts and see if anything shows up.
I do have duplicates in my contacts. And it's obviously in that same account in iCloud.
Okay. So what version of the operating system do you have?
17.5.1. I'm up to date.
$17.5. You should have it then.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
I can always call Apple. Thanks.
Bill, I have the same thing that tells me that I have 4 duplicates and I've already counted 8 duplicates, so. Not sure what, if you find out, let both of us know. Thank you.
Oh, Bill, I do have two accounts, not one. I have 2.
Okay. And it's not identifying duplicates.
No.
I guess I would Google it and find out, why am I not showing duplicates? Is there a
Okay.
setting for that, maybe? Let me go
Excuse
to
me?
settings for a minute. Hmm. I don't know why. All right. Just a minute on I have I want to spend just a little bit on focus. And the way you get to focus is you pull down and go to the control center. And there's an icon on the control center, do not disturb, do not disturb. If you tap that, it comes up with 3 focus modes. You can have one for sleep, one for driving, and you can add additional ones. If you tap on sleep, tells you what it will do, right? Sleep focus will activate automatically based on the sleep schedule set in health. And the only one I want to focus on here is you can always set an alarm, but here we want to set up a schedule for our sleeping.
When I press sleep like you, it said customize focus.
I know. What I'm going to do is go to what it suggests doing is going to the Heart app. It's called Health, and it looks like this. So I'll do it on my phone. I'll open the Health app, and it comes up, and I go back to summary, and I can go down here through summary to where it says sleep, and I tap sleep. Health app. Summary. And I scroll down to where it says sleep. And it shows me my sleep schedule, et cetera, et cetera. And I can look at my sleep schedule and edit it. And I'm seeing that on my iPad or my iPhone. On my iPhone, it's right there. I can edit. I'm looking. There it is. So there's my sleep schedule. I don't want to edit records. I want to set it up. Too much information. I'm looking on my phone. Hopefully most of you have your phones. And you see where it says your schedule? And I tap edit. And now I can go in and set up what I want my sleep schedule to be. Okay, and there it is, where I can set it up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm saying I go to bed at 12 and get up at 8. And I can adjust it and then say done. Let me back through that again. I went to sleep. I'm in the Heart app and I go down to sleep. I tap sleep and it says full schedule and options. I tap that and then edit it. It's a little harder to do on the iPad, right? That's the history. I like it on the iPhone much better. And that's usually where we all do it anyway. Have I any questions on that? A golfer is in a competitive match with a friend. Let me see if we got anybody left here. A golfer is on a competitive match with a friend who is ahead by a couple of strokes. Boy, I'd give anything to sink this putt, the golfer mumbled to himself. Just then, a stranger walks up beside him and whispers in his ears, would you be willing to give up a quarter of your sex life to sink a putt? Thinking for a moment, the man was crazy, and his answer was meaningless. The golfer also feels that maybe it's a good omen. So he says, sounds good to me, and promptly sinks the putt. Two holes later, gosh, I wish I could make an eagle on this hole. The same stranger suddenly appears by his side and whispers, would you give up a quarter of your sex to make an eagle? Shrugging, the golfer replies, of course. Okay, I'll do it. And he gets an eagle. On the final hole, the golfer needs another eagle to win. Without waiting for him to say anything, the stranger quickly moves to his side. Would you be willing to give up your sex life to make an eagle? Golfer, thinking about himself, he says, definitely, the golfer replies. And for sure he makes an eagle in that last hole and wins the match. As the golfer's walking to the clubhouse, the stranger walks alongside him and says, I haven't really been fair with you because you know who I am. I'm Satan. And from this day forward, you really will have no sex life at all. Nice to meet you, the golfer replies. I'm Father O'Malley. Okay. On that note, I think this is our last class for a while. I'm going to be taking the rest of, I'm going to be taking July and August. I'm going on vacation. So
Well
this has been about 20, it's about 28 weeks we've been meeting like this. And I appreciate all of you being here. But I will be back and we'll have a whole new set of stuff starting then. In the meantime, you can write me questions and I'll do some research for you if you like and get back to you. Okay?
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
It's
right,
been very
guys.
helpful.
Great.
We'll miss
Have a
you,
good-
but enjoy.
Have a nice, stay cool if you will.
A great
Okay?
vacation.
All right. Thank you.
Enjoy your